Good afternoon. Today we have the pleasure of conducting an interview with our participant. The topic we are discussing is a standardizing test. Welcome, Daisy, and thank you very much for joining us today. I will be asking you 5 questions about the topic. Are you ready?
Yes, thank you for having me and writing.
Great. Let's start with the first question. What is a standardized test?
A standardized test is a state of exam designed and measure knowledge, skill, and abilities in a consistent way. It means that all the test taker are evaluated under the same condition, with the same question, format, and scoring. They help compare the result finding among the different groups.
Thank you for your explanation. Now, why are the standardized tests used?
They are used to evaluate someone's knowledge or skill in a specific area. For example, a school use them to see who the students are progressing, and universities use them for admission. Employees might also use the to certify a skill to make sure candidates meet certain standards.
Interesting. Can you give me an example of standardized test?
Sure. The SET is a well-known standardized test often require the following college admission in the United States. Another example is the TOEFL, which the test English proficiency for the people who want to study or work in English-speaking countries.
Excellent explanation, examples. Now, who usually takes standardized tests?
Students often take them for school evaluation or the university admission. Professional might take them for certification, like the CPA for a constant ever drive then to need to pass and standardized test to get a license.
That makes sense. Finally, what kind of questions are usually on a standardized test?
The tests often have the multiple choice question to check understanding of concept, short answer, question for the quick response, and something and say to evaluate writing and critical thinking skill. In language tests, you might also find speaking and listening section.
Thank you for those answers, Daisy. And that concludes the first part of our interview.
Okay, now it's my turn to be the interview. Today we're talking about the standardized test. Thank you, Milton, for participation. And we'll asking you 5 questions on the topic. Ready to begin?
Yes, I am ready. Thank you for having me here.
Okay, right. First question. How do you how do a student prepare for a standardized test?
They usually study the test content, practice sample questions, and review in previous exam. And many students use pre-books, take online course, and do mock tests to get familiar with the test format.
That's good overview. That is the high score and on the standardized test used for.
Mm, A high score can be very beneficial. For students, it could mean getting into a top university or qualifying for scholarships. For professional, it might open up a better jobs opportunities or promotion.
Very true. Now, are standardized tests the same everywhere?
No, they differ by country, purpose, and organization. For example, the SET is primarily used in the United States, while the IELTS and TOEFL are international exams for measure English proficiency.
That's right. Where we are standardized tests something criticized.
Mm, Critics says that they may not fully capture a person's abilities, especially skills like creativity. Some people feel stressed during this test, which can affect performance. Others believe they aren't fair for not native speakers or people from different culture backgrounds.
I see now. The last question. How can someone do well on an standardized test?
Preparation is key. It's important to understand the test format, review each section carefully, and practice regularly. Time management is crucial since many tests have a strict limits. On the test day, staying calm and focusing on the one question at a time can really help.
Excellent. That concludes our interview. Thank you very much for your answer, Hamilton. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Tsane.